You're not stuck chasing money. Your mind just needs to be renewed. Hi, I'm Krapatz. Today I'm going to be teaching you about double-minded conditioning and how this is keeping you a slave to your desires. Scriptures tell us to be transformed by the renewing of our mind. There's actual mechanics to this thing we call the mind, right? And nobody's teaching it to us. The church isn't teaching it. School doesn't teach it, right? We have been indoctrinated into double-minded conditioning. It's when you hold a belief, but your actions and your thought patterns disagree with those beliefs. So you're at war. You're in an internal battle with the heart and the mind. What needs to be said is that the heart is one system. It includes your thought. It includes what we call the mind, right? It's one system. The heart and mind are made to work together. The patterns, the cognitive, and the emotions, the frequency that your heart gives off are meant to work together. And when they're not working together, you're inconsistent in your actions. You feel a lack of joy, even though you can say, oh, well, all things work together for my good. You say, well, the scriptures say, seek first the kingdom and all my provisions will be added, but you're still chasing paper because you don't truly believe this thing, right? And if you did, then you would understand that your survival isn't in your hands. It's in the hands of the Most High. In Romans chapter 7, Paul points out that he has two members that are warring against each other, right? So in his inward man, he wants to follow the law, but then he sees and notices something else happening internally that is fighting him on his want to obey the law, right? This goes for everything in our lives. So Paul was literally recognizing and becoming aware of this two-part system, right? He was becoming aware of the double-mindedness. James chapter 1:8 says, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. You're not coherent internally. Therefore, what you touch out here cannot prosper. What you bring out here into this physical realm is shaky. It's unstable, right? Because you're unstable internally. The word heart in Hebrew is laba, and it means guidance in the house or guidance in the temple. Your heart is not just an organ that pumps blood and keeps you alive. No. Your heart thinks. Your heart carries cognitive patterns. This is the will of a man. If you're double-minded, if your heart and your mind aren't on one accord, then everything that comes from that is unstable. So Matthew 6 verse 31 reveals that you can feel something in your heart, but not truly believe it because of your cognitive patterns that have been formed. What we like to call here on the Steward's Path double-minded conditioning is backed by neuroscience through a term that you've most likely heard of before, cognitive dissonance. Your patterns that play out in your mind and in your thoughts are not one with your heart and with your beliefs. Neuroscience actually tells us that this is one of the leading reasons for anxiety and stress and inconsistency in a person's actions. You hold a belief, you feel a thing, but your mind and your thought and your patterns that you've created cognitively over time are at war with your belief. This is why in your relationships, you keep running into this same wall. You may feel like, oh, but I love this person, or I want to do this, or I want better for this, or I want to do better here. To your relationship with yourself, oh, I want to be better here. I want this. I feel that I can. But your patterns are keeping you in a loop. They're keeping you stuck. And so double-minded conditioning is important to bring our awareness to because we have to come out of that conditioning. We have to become mind and heart coherent again to be able to participate in life, to be able to break cycles, right? To be able to feel joy, feel happiness, and truly believe that all things do work out for my good. To be able to feel like I don't have to chase paper. I don't have to chase money. I don't have to do this because my survival is not up to me. My survival is up to how well I seek first the kingdom. Us running on this rat wheel for a system that does not care about us is evidence that we are double-minded. Do you hear me? Is this for somebody? This is proof that we have been conditioned to be double-minded. If you relate to this video, you most likely have what they call cognitive dissonance. And that is leading to stress and anxiety and inconsistency in your life. So once we begin to use our cognitive patterns of the mind with our heart, We become mind and heart coherent again. And then we can drive again. We can begin to participate in life. We can drive this vehicle that the Most High has blessed us with, this temple, right? We can break patterns. We can break loops. We can begin to create new patterns, new cycles in our life that reflect our actual belief. Your ability to participate in your own life has been hijacked through conditioning. This is the foundation of the steward's path. Every day that you wake up is a new day for you to choose whether survival is in your own hands or whether it's in the Most High's hands. And that will shape your entire life, your entire reality. If you enjoyed this short video and you want more gems like this, come over to the Steward's Path. We'll be waiting for you.